Alright, YouTube, today we have a very special Palace Spring. That was supposed to be way cooler because I was supposed to say spring right when the light turned on, but that didn't really work out as planned. 2017 review. By the way, if you guys look back there, you'll see that old shitty chair, and now you see my new fucking throne. This week in the Hype Beast Spring Week, because that's basically what this entire week was. Well, except for the first video. The first video was showing off a brand that I don't really think many YouTubers show off, but for the most part, this week, it's kind of like Shark Week, but instead it's Hype Beast Week, you know what I'm saying? So instead of Shark Week, we got Hype Beast Week, because all the clothing brands are releasing all their crazy shit, like all the hype brands are releasing all their spring, spring-summer 2017 preview. A bunch of people have been asking my opinion about this review, especially since I did the Supreme one, so I figured I might as well do it. So let's crack right into it. It would have been cool if my can wasn't opened, because then I could have been like, let's crack right into it, haha! Alright, anyways, let's pop this bitch on the screen right here, I believe, somewhere on this screen, yeah, so that way you guys can see the collection as I see it. Also, today or tonight on Instagram, I'm hoping to do like a little live stream event where I discuss tomorrow's Supreme drop and just go over everything that's dropping tomorrow. I might post a video discussing the Supreme drop. If you guys want to see that video, make sure you hit that like button down below. We have a couple items that I want to discuss. My overall view on the drop is that it's okay. There's a lot of items in here that I think it's like, why would you waste your money on? You can find a very similar item in the thrift, but there are some fire items that I have my eyes out for. So like things like this, right? This Ebbets Field varsity jacket. Why would you waste your money on that? Because it's Palace, I guess? I don't know. But I have a Nautica jacket that was actually gifted to me from the homie Paul. That's even better than that, and it's way more fire, and it's like, it gives you that same look. This piece right here, the Trust Parker jacket, you can find 1,000 vintage Columbias that have this exact same colorway or an even better one in the thrifts almost every day. The F-Bomber, you can find this in the thrifts all day, super easy. The packable Coach, also not really for me. It says Palace on the back with 2 lines above it, or a line above it and below it, sweet. The Ghost shirt, fucking no. The Intenso shirt, this has a pretty cool graphic actually. I already shot this video, so I've gone through most of these items. Well, I've gone through all of them, but when I shot the video earlier, it was like 6 in the morning. I was trying to get it done, but I don't know. It just didn't turn out good. I didn't like the energy, the lighting wasn't as good, and I just had to reshoot it. But if you look at this graphic, if my phone ever fucking loads, ever, what? Is this dial-up? Does my phone have dial-up internet right now? Is this 56K? Come on, dude. I need to refrain from yelling because currently they're showing the next apartment to another tenant. But anyway, so right here we have this. This is beautiful. Look at this beautiful piece on the screen right here. All white. So yeah, pretty cool graphic, really loud. I actually thrifted. Well, Antonio took it because he's a bastard, but I actually thrifted, or we found in the thrifts, a similar Christian Dior button-up that is actually way more fire than this in the thrifts. Granted, that's rare. It's a pretty cool piece. The Weston Shirt, this shirt is absolute trash to me. I do not like it. Ooh, I just realized that they have different, like, graphics on these. That's kind of cool they have different graphics, but it kind of sucks that both graphics suck. The Palazzo Knit, not gonna cop. That's not for me. I guess if you're in the UK, that's a great piece. This is an example of Palace doing something cool and then ruining it with something small, right? And this is ruined just because it's a knit sweater and that sky blue is hideous. There's a couple pieces in this collection that literally look like they were inspired by that 70s show. This looks like some like new age futuristic Kuji or something, like not for me. The Fainter Pant whack, Crisp Top whack, Intenso trousers. Actually, I think Pingy really liked these. I saw Pingy's review, or I saw like half of it, and then I had something to do, so I had to like discontinue. I'm gonna go back and watch it though. I love you, Pingy. Anyways, and he said something about liking these, and I think that's because if you guys know about Pingy wears like crazy loud stuff, and he has probably one of the funniest quotes on YouTube ever to date. Something like, "It's all about maximalism, bro. Like, fuck minimalism. It's all about maximalism." Calling it maximalism, like referring to loud prints, right? And like loud clothing as maximalism just had me dying. But anyways, the Overpark shell top or whatever, this piece is like kind of dope, but I hate that color. And like, I like the Triferg logo, so the fact that the Triferg is right on your freaking like, you know, solar plex or whatever that shit is. I think that looks super dope. I think it looks really cool. And like some people might be like, oh, you're a hype beast. Yeah, I guess. I don't really care. I mean, I like the Triferg logo actually more than the box logo. I think the Triferg is cooler. However, that being said, I'm still not gonna cop this piece. It's cool, and it's a piece that I think I would recommend. The reason I'll often recommend the pieces that have branding on them is because those are what sells. Like, for example, my Supreme video, that's the best example. A lot of people were like, everything you liked, everything you're gonna cop says Supreme on it. Well, first of all, the brand's name is Supreme, and Supreme is notorious for branding almost every single thing they have. They brand literally, like 93% of what they released was branded with Supreme. But also, that being said, that stuff also has more resale value, so it makes more sense to get those things usually from like a financial perspective. Anyways, looking at the pants, I like the pants. If the top had like a darker blue, I just feel like I don't like that blue color scheme. I like the black one. I've thought about copping the black one. I'll still probably pass. Looking at the next one, the Supreme ripoff, as everyone's calling it. I first saw that on Supreme League News. They released like a meme of like when you copy your friend's homework, but they tell you to change it or whatever. And so a lot of people refer to this as like copying the Supreme North Face, which, and even Pingy did it in his video, which I think is a little bit ridiculous and a little bit unwarranted. First of all, this is real tree camo, not fucking dirty falling leaves on the ground camo, which is what the North Face Supreme camo is. And on top of that, it's not like Supreme North Face it's not like they were like cutting edge on that type of camo or that fall camo. Like, if anything, they're super late on it. Like, that stuff was popular like 2 years ago, and then just now Supreme North Face decided to do a collab with this ugly leaves on the ground camo. I've said before, and I said when I copped the freaking piece, that I think that piece is overhyped. You know, I still sold it, and I sold it for like $200 under what normal resale is going for, but I don't know. I do like the fact that both pieces in this, like if you look at the jacket, you can zip off the sleeves and make it a vest, and then if you look at the pants, you can zip it off and turn them into shorts. So it's like you buy this suit, right? The blue one, right? You buy the blue suit, you're flexed out with your Trifergs on both pieces, and on top of that, you're ready for it's like a full season attire. You're ready for the winter and the summer. It's like you're like a superhero changing with the seasons. You can just unzip shit, fucking jump out the bathroom, and you're ready for a new season. The Yemen track tops, I don't like either of these. Very NASCAR-esque. I think some of the stuff is still cool. I still have a 10 deep jacket that's like super dope. It's got a bunch of embroidery, but like, no. The overlay track top though, this is fire. I'm probably gonna try to cop this. I'm gonna cop the blue and white one is what I'm aiming for. If I get that piece, it might be for resale. If I get the track pants though, I'm definitely not gonna resell it. I'm just gonna rock the suit. So it just kind of depends. Basically a hood and basically a jogger. Basically the only reason to buy that is because it's Palace. And it's pink, I guess. I don't know. I like their descriptions because even their descriptions are basically a hood pink, basically. Like, I love all their descriptions. That's like the funniest shit to me. The Trackline Bomber's whack. The Zyme Shell Funnel whack. The Palace P2 Rugby. It's decent. It's just a rugby that says Ace Pal on it. Like, I like it, but I would not tell you to go spend your money on that. Go buy like a freaking polo in the thrifts. Like, you can find vintage polo, and you can find dope vintage rugby polos in the thrifts for a lot cheaper, so just go do that. Now the multilingual long sleeve, I feel somewhat conflicted on. I like it because of the ribbing, however I don't like it because the ribbing looks like a Kodak camera collab. It's just ridiculous. Once again, like I said, it looks like it's straight out that 70s show. I'm probably not gonna cop either of them, TBH. The Air Polo's whack to me, the Yemen 220T is whack to me. The Waffler T, I'm kind of fucking with. The two-tone hood, now this surprised me because if you look on the back, bam, Triferg, right? However, it's just like, it's a plain ass hoodie. Like, yeah, it's got the Triferg on it. Yeah, the Triferg logo's fucking dope, but this hoodie's just not cool to me. Now the splitter hoodie I love, but once again, like I said, their colors just be fucking me up, man. They got this gray and red, and I'm like, that's tight. I like that a lot, you know, but I'd really prefer a black and red. So I'm like scrolling over, yes, black, but why'd you change it to teal? What are you doing? I don't know, man. It was upsetting. So I might cop that, but I probably won't just because I would have much preferred the black and red. I get why they didn't do the black and red though, because obviously they released the crib hoodie. Sadly, I did not size up on that piece. That's so irritating. Whack to me, whack to me. Ergo Chronic hood is actually kind of tight, but I wouldn't cop that because I don't smoke, and yeah, it's just not for me. The skeleton hood though, this is one piece I want. Like, this piece is fucking fire. And what's really weird about this piece with the t-shirts and everything is that they use different skulls. Like, on different pieces, they use different skulls, so the graphics are actually different. There's like 2 or 3, I think there's just 2 different ones. Yeah, because I think that's the same as that one. But yeah, so there's two different like designs or patterns, which I thought was kind of interesting. The multilingual crew, I actually kind of like this. I don't like that color. I do like this color, but I wouldn't cop it. The Philosopher Essence, shout out Lil Kodak. I think he said a line something like, I don't brush my teeth, or I didn't brush my teeth, but I'm still flossing, or something like that. I don't know, ridiculous.
I ain't even brush my teeth, but I'm on the block. I ain't even brush my teeth, all I do is floss.
The Elton long sleeve is a must cop. I'm really gonna try to get the Elton T though. Just one of the Elton Palace pieces for me. It probably won't be the long sleeve because I don't normally wear long sleeves. There's only one long sleeve I have that I actually wear. No, two. That's a lie. Two long sleeves that I actually wear. But I do want this piece, and I'm gonna try to get it in a big size, primarily for my mom. Because if you guys know, either that or I don't know. Either I'll get it for my mom or I'll resell it. But if you guys don't know, well, you guys probably don't know. Why would you guys know this? What the fuck? Anyways, when my Uncle Dondi passed away, my mother used to always play Daniel from Elton John like all the time, and that song that song just kind of helped her get over my Uncle Dondi's death. Elton John t-shirt, fire. I want it. Hopefully I can get it. Ergo Chronic t-shirt, I mean, like I said, it's cool, but it's not for me personally. The Pain t-shirt, no. Skeleton t-shirt, yes. All these are whack, or the last two are whack. Now we get to the hats. No. This is some army camo. This is some navy camo. This is like real like ACU camo. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But it's like, I don't know. I don't like it.
Today, Junior?
To specify, the reason I don't like it is because I've just never thought that type of camo looks cool on clothes. I always liked the Gore-Tex camo more, which is like the BDU camo. Why did I say Gore-Tex camo? I said Gore-Tex camo because I was thinking of the BDU Gore-Tex I used to have when I was in the military that I got when they switched over from BDUs to ABUs. And when they switched over to ABUs, I got the BDU Gore-Tex and I gave that to my brother, and of course he fucking lost it. All these hats, they're okay. These like, that's one of the things that makes Palace. I feel like Palace hats, it's like Supreme, right? They made a hat that everyone loved and then they blew the fuck up. This is probably the one that I would cop, the quick dry black, if I cop any. And then in this one, I think there was one, the white on white one. So yeah, all these hats are like, okay, here's a corduroy hat, shout out FTP. I say that as if FTP created corduroy. Corduroy has been around forever, and a lot of people have done it, but you know, FTP with their last collection fucking killed it with the corduroy shit. So I don't know. Once again, don't really like it. As you guys know, it's Beanie Boys all day, but I just like simple, clean beanies. As you guys know, I wear this beanie way too much. I wear this beanie all the time because my favorite beanie is a loose gauge one, but I don't care if I fuck this one up. So anyways, basically a sock. I guess if you want some Palace socks. Clipper bag. Rucksack, I like both the bags. I think both the bags are dope, especially the rucksack, actually. That's kind of tight with the tri-ferg on the back like that. And the only thing I don't really like is the lack of pockets, at least what it looks like. It doesn't look like there's, I don't know. It doesn't look like that would actually look cool while you're wearing it. So maybe not. All these accessories are pretty weak to me. Yeah, even the pins really suck. Yeah, that's my opinion. Like I said, overall, it's okay. It's not terrible. There's some items that will resell for sure. I mean, there's some cool pieces in here. Like, do not get it mistook. There are definitely some pretty sweet pieces in this collection. But just like any Supreme or Palace collection, it's a little bit harder because I don't sell Palace as much as I sell Supreme. If you guys follow the Supreme resale account or whatever, this Robitussin and Poppy, that's like, I think of Supreme through that lens, right? So I think of Supreme as to like, oh, this will sell, right? Like people were asking like, why are you gonna get the Sade tee if you don't know how to say it? Because I said Sade, and it's like, the reason I'm gonna get the Sade tee is because I'm gonna flip it for like over double. I'm still gonna sell it below resale. I always sell shit below resale. I always try to, at least. Like, granted, some things might be like, even things I sell that will occasionally be considered overpriced in my opinion that I would not pay, and I'll tell you guys straight up, I would not pay it. I would not have paid $500 for the Supreme North Face. I would not have done it, but I sold it for $500, right? However, there's a lot of people, like when I posted, they were like, that's way too cheap. You should have sold this for $100 more, at least, you know? But I'm gonna sell that Sade tee, right? I need to make sure that you guys know, Sade tee, right? And then I'm probably gonna put some of that money on my uncle's books while my uncles are in prison. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be able to help my mom out. So, you know, I pay my mom's phone bill right now, and I help my mom with money whenever I can. So, you know, like, I'm not these, like I've said before, I'm not these other YouTubers like, I'm not like supplied with my mother who's just buying this shit, you know? Like, my mom doesn't have money like that. Like, I make more money than anyone I know in my family, really. So, you know, and obviously, like, I'm gonna help people out in my family when I can. But regardless, all that's irrelevant. I'm just ranting. I really just need to get this video released right now, today, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little discussion of the Palace drop. If you guys are excited for the Palace drop, then let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys want to discuss Supreme's drop tomorrow, then, well, I guess if you're watching it today, then tomorrow, then you guys can follow me on Instagram and join the live chat tonight. Hopefully that will go down. Like I said earlier, if you want to see the Supreme video discussing, or like the video, like I said earlier, if you want to see the video discussing the Supreme drop tomorrow, or on February 23rd, I think, whatever, I think today's the 22nd, then make sure you hit that thumbs up down below. Anyway, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, all that shit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. Now I'm going to edit this and drop it, which you already know, because you're watching it right now.